Hi, my name's Rebecca Gambles. I'm an animal communicator and a psychic medium. And I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about animals and entities and how they influence each other. So I offer private animal communication sessions for my clients and I telepathically communicate with animals. But what I'm actually finding is during the session, spirits are also coming into the session and communicating with me as well. And so the animal is often telling me about the spirits that are either in the house or affecting the person. And then the spirits are often telling me about the animal. So I'm kind of having a two-way conversation with these beings. So entities are beings without bodies. So you might call them ghosts, you might call them spirits. Now, they can exist in your house with you without you even realizing that they are there. So say, for example, somebody passed over in the house that you live in, they may have chosen to carry on living there, or a family member could have passed over and decided to move in with you. Now, you may be completely unaware of this spirit, but the animal isn't. The animal can see the spirit and is very aware of the spirit. So you might find that you have dogs or cats that sit in the living room with you and they literally watch something walk across the room that you can't see. They can see the spirits. And what happens if there's a spirit living in your house, the animal will try to make you aware of it. Now, obviously, if you're not telepathically communicating with your animal, then they will try and find any way they can to communicate that with you. And the most common way they do this is to start urinating or defecating in the area of the house where the spirit is located. So your animal is saying, hey, pay attention. There's something here that needs cleaning. Okay, so the animal urinates in that area of the house. You come in with your cleaning products, you clean that area of the house, but actually that area needs energetically cleaning. So the spirit needs moving on. And the animal is just trying to make you aware of that spirit's presence. So this is one way that entities can affect animals. The animal doesn't want the entity living in the house with you. And unbeknown to you, that entity will also be affecting you as well. So if there's a spirit living in your house with you and they have a particular energy, so maybe they were very angry in life or they were very depressed, then when they're living in your house with you, they're kind of exuding that energy, and that will affect you as well and the way you live your life. So it's not good for you to be having entities living in your house. Another thing that can happen is entities can connect to your physical body and start to give you feelings, whether that's they can give you cravings, they can give you feelings of depression, anger that you don't actually, it doesn't actually belong to you, but you think it belongs to you because you're feeling it in your body. The animal is also aware of when you have entities attached to your body. And if you have this to a great degree, then dogs, for example, could start growling and barking at you and you're not really sure why, but the dog's not actually barking at you, it's trying to get the entity attachment off you, because that entity will be affecting you and the way you live your life. So during a session, what I'm actually doing is I'm communicating with the animal to see if there is any spirits in the house, and also if there's any spirits attached to either the human family or even the animal itself. And I'm doing entity release, so I can speak to the spirits, find out who they are, release them from the animal, release them from the property, release them from you if you've got any attached to you, and bring through any messages as well from the spirit world that they're wanting to communicate at this time. Another way entities can affect animals is they can actually connect to the animal's body. And this can be a human entity or an animal entity. So, for example, if an animal's passed over, potentially in a traumatic way, it can sometimes jump into the body of an animal that's still alive. And then you've got two entities in your animal, okay? This can then cause physical problems in the animal that weren't there before. The animal didn't have an accident, it didn't have any form of injury, and suddenly it starts displaying a physical injury. That injury doesn't belong to your pet, it belongs to the entity that jumped in. So in clearing the entity, we can clear the physical injury that is showing itself in the animal's body. So I'm just sharing this video with you today just so that you can become more aware of how entities and animals interact and how the presence of entities in your home or your body or your animal's body can be influencing you and your life today. So I hope this helps, and please feel free to contact me with any questions or to book a session for you or your pet.